full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Let's go. Let's do it. Wait, set. 53. He's
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 12 miles.
Now a give, right side. It's George. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, it's Simpson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get ready. Go on. Check 9.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
60 outlaw.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Wait, that 53!
Let's go, baby!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady now throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep playing it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Wait, that. Down 80. Down 80.
What we got?
Now a give, right side. It's George. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And Gronkowski hauls it in for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run on first down. It's Thomas, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Get off the field.
5.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Kelly complete to Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. It's time. 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, Kelly. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
X3, 218, chop it.
On first down, Simpson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Go.
Heavy on the edges.
Hey, zoom.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Kelly. And this is Simpson with a catch. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the set. 51. Go.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Time to go, night. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Five.
Kelly now from the gun on third down. Out to the left here to Reed. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Watch the split.
They'll run on first down. George. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
What you got, Heavy?
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Brady now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's George. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
You got it.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Brady's throw there complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Alabama, 380.
50. I got one.
Hey, 66.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He hits right, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Mike's 50. It's our time.
Rip.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Dancing to his left. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Wait, 20.
Oh, here we go.
Check it, reload.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Now Brady again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. This one from 35 yards away. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC offensive into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
We won it! Come to my world! 97's the mic, 97's the mic. Walk the alert!
throwing is Brady on third down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
Championship, baby.
Goal 50. 53 now.
Operating from the gun. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Adds the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd down, it's George. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Simpson, able to power through. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
That's baby shot. Watch the eye. Check. Lucky.
On first down, it's Thomas. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to the fullback, James Devlin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's George, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, set, 53.
Mike 49. Mike 49. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, Brady. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
Wait, set. 380.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
On first down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
90 Wolf. Chopper.
Check 31. Check 31.
5.
On 2nd down now. It's Thomas, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Let's get it together.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Simpson, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On 4th down, Kellen. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. Skirts by him at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Wait, set. Wide, 80.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Alabama. Easy. Sugar.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Alert. 72.
To throw again. Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Check. Block 54. Block 54.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether